Hello and welcome back to PERISNO 1.4.5. We're fighting a rogue knight army right here, and I gotta say, I'm hopeful that this is actually gonna, yeah, actually not bad. We're getting 22 renown for this. That's the main reason why I'm doing it right now, because here's the thing, yeah, I need to kind of restructure my army composition. We've kind of realized that I actually thought, you know what, if I have a bunch of giants, surely that's gonna give me the overarching power to be able to defeat pretty much any army. However, that is obviously not the case, because of course, you know, PERISNO, Pendor, they all have the Horse Archer AI, and the Horse Archer AI is amazing and very good at what it does, at keeping the enemies out of harm's way. Whenever they have a ranged weapon, they're very easily going to be able to stay back and prevent themselves from succumbing to the demise of, well, pretty much everyone else. So, yeah. That is definitely something that we need to do. Unfortunately, this rogue knight army has a significant amount of freelancer sharpshooters or something like that, so I'm actually not entirely sure if this is going to go very well, but as you can see, they also have a huge amount of cavalry, which is absolutely perfect because my giants are actually primarily polearm users. So of course, you know, if they're polearm users, you know, everyone that's a cavalry is probably going to have some big problems dealing with them. But yeah, we can only hope that I'm not going to get myself murdered here. A lot of my people are dying from sharpshooters now. Yeah, we got to be a little bit careful about that. As I say, like if I take too much damage from these sharpshooters here, I'm kind of trying to run through them right now. My mount is probably going to die. I've got to be a bit careful here. Okay, here we go. Can we actually start moving towards? Oh no, I'm gonna try to heal myself. There we go. I've rallied my men. 42 troops recover 32% HP. Yeah, 32% HP is not really that much, but thankfully it is a percentage rather than a raw value. If it was a raw value, I would probably have some pretty big issues because most troops in PERISNO have a massive amount of HP, or at least the higher level ones, and I'm going to assume, because most of these guys are giants that I have in my army at the moment, they are primarily going to be extremely hardy and very difficult to kill, or at the very least they will have a lot of raw HP, which is inevitably going to make them benefit much more from percentage heals and increases and things like that. So yeah, that's really going to make a huge difference. I'd actually like to eliminate this guy if we possibly can. He's very difficult, as you can see. Massive amounts of armor. Hilariously enough, I'm using a hammer right now, which obviously is going to provide me with that high penetration value. But of course, sometimes that actually doesn't make any difference. Sometimes they just have so much protection value, it doesn't even matter, you know. Maybe he just has a massive amount of iron flesh as well, because of course iron flesh is really going to make a huge difference to his flat damage reduction percentages as well. And we've got to take, we've got to take that into account, because otherwise if you don't, well, you know, then we're just going to get very depressed, because we're going to be like, oh, I'm doing 11 damage. Yeah, it's very sad, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, there we go. We actually didn't take too many casualties, and we've completely eliminated the opposing force, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, what is really amazing about this particular army is that they had a significant amount of prisoners, as you can quite clearly see, and we're actually going to be... might as well just take all of these, shall we? Yeah, might as well just take all of these for the moment. And yeah, now that we have more of the, well, more space, because here's the wonderful thing about PERISNO, you don't actually need prisoner management skill, or, I mean, you kind of do a little bit, but the main thing is that it scales with your party size. Prisoner capacity scales with your party size, which is actually fantastic, because then you're going to be able to do things like this, where you could see that I had 81, I think it was. I had 81 prisoner capacity, and then I rescued all these prisoners, and then all of a sudden I have 126. So it really makes a huge difference. So let me actually just have a look here. These guys are not looking particularly good. I'm just going to take whoever, and then we'll move on. There we go. All right, so these things are going to be kind of not really that good. Maybe I should use this hammer as a two-handed instead of a one-handed. That might make more sense, all things considered. This is a this is a pretty nice helmet. I'm actually just going to allow my people to just upgrade, just in case they actually see something that they want to go for here. Yeah, these are actually pretty good maces. So I think I'm actually going to take one, just purely for the fact that I'm kind of interested to see whether it's actually any good. But there you go. All right, so this is where we currently are. I actually wanted to make my way over to Amana because someone very kindly let me know that there is, in fact, now let's just go to Bolgan first. There is, in fact, a guy there that we need to speak to get rid of the quest that we have in our quest log, and I was actually wondering about that beforehand. So I was like, oh, why do I still have this quest here? And thankfully you told me, because otherwise I wouldn't have known where to go. Anyway, we're going to get 22,000 orums for 124 prisoners. Thank you very much for that. We also have Slighter here. I've actually taken him a number of times before into our party, and he's actually pretty good. I actually think he's... oh no, you spend some time with the man as he sobs quietly into his hands. He eventually becomes somewhat sober. Okay, wait a minute. Is there a quest here that we can do? I actually had no idea. You're still here? Well, all right. If it returns me to my drinking sooner, why not? Years ago, there was a woman. She gave birth to a child. Do you know what happened then? Of course you don't. You weren't there. Is he serious with that? Okay, wait. What does this have to do with your drinking problem? If someone didn't interrupt me, I would have gotten to that point sooner. Anyway, did I tell you she had a son? He was her son, not his. Not his. Nobody knows. Just me, I think. Do you know how hard it is living my life knowing this information? Of course you don't. You don't care. Are you even listening? Are you sure you're sober? Who had a son? Who are you even talking about? I heard everything. I know everything. Do you know the child was not his? Look, sir, I don't know what you're going on about. The man looks sadly at the player. Well, okay, immersion break right there. No, thank you. You weren't listening. They never do. Okay, okay, I'll leave you to your drinking then. Right. Okay. I'm not sure what should I have selected the other thing? What did he say? After your previous talk, he does not want to look at you any longer. He stares sadly at his drink, wishing people would understand what he is trying to say. Right, I didn't actually want to insult him by saying that what he was saying was, a load of dung, because that's probably not going to... I don't think that's going to be very nice, I don't think that's very nice for us to say that, right? Right? Am I just being an idiot here? I'm actually not entirely sure. Anyway, let's just sell those 2 horses, because we already have a bunch of horses in my inventory, and if you have more than 6 horses, you're going to get slowed by them instead. So that's something to keep in mind. Anyway... What I'm actually planning on doing is once we go down to Amana and we hand in this quest, because this is the quest we need to do, as you can see right here. It doesn't actually say where you need to go. I think it is Amana that you told me to go to. I could be wrong about that, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, okay, my village is having some problems with the plague. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, anyway, hopefully it is in fact... Amana that I need to go to, and if it is not, then that's fine, because I actually wanted to go there anyway, because there is a wonderful faction nearby called Realm of the Falcon, and I'd like to be able to, get some of their units. I think that could be quite cool. All right, so wait a minute. Is this not the place? Oh, see now, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Now I've completely forgotten where it needs to be. Is it actually here? No, apparently it is not here. What are you talking about? A band of gladiators. Okay, well, sure, I'll help you. Why not? It's all for renown, after all. I need to actually get some additional renown. I'm actually wondering if there may be someone in here. Oh, wait a minute. Is it that guy at the top here that I need to speak to? Oh, that might actually be the case. So if I go around here, maybe we're going to be able to discover something and actually get this quest out of our quest log. Yeah, this is the guy. Yeah, I seem to remember. I'm trying to concentrate. Right. Okay, it's not that. So I do apologize. Apparently, that is not the place that we need to go to. And yeah, okay, so we do need to go to the nearby village, which is where? Here. It's looted. Okay, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be able to enter that, considering it's looted, but okay. Anyway, my foraging skill is doing amazing work right now. Anyway, let's go in here. Aha! Yes, look at that. We can scout the surroundings if we want to, shall we? Oh, okay, that doesn't actually do much. All right, well, let's attack the bandits. I actually thought that, you know, doing that would maybe give me some kind of advantage going into this fight, but no, it doesn't. Anyway, let's actually equip this hammer as a two-handed now. These gladiators are probably going to die pretty quickly. As you can see, whoa, Shijin and Marcus are absolutely going on a tear right now. Actually, Dietrich as well. And these guys, yeah, as you can quite clearly tell, really do not have anything on us. I suppose that is to be expected, considering they are only going to be giving us 2 renown for this, but I was kind of hoping for a little bit more, but of course I have a pretty large army at the moment. That kind of makes me think that maybe what I'll do... I'm not sure, actually. I have a bunch of random units in my army now, so not sure if that's really going to do much. Yeah, I mean, we're gaining some honor here, which I suppose is okay, but, you know... oh well, never mind. Okay, let's just level up some of these people. Let's go for the PERISNO recruits, PERISNO maiden recruits. Let's just go for these. Oh, these guys are the archers, right? I'm not entirely sure whether the archers are actually that good from the Reich faction. I actually am not entirely sure about that. I mean, you can see here they have 7, actually 6 in power draw, 275 in archery. It could be useful. Could be. I'm not sure about that. Anyway, let's just go for some more agility here, get her some more in Weapon Master so that she can hopefully level up a little bit quicker. Let's get some seasoned warriors there. Get these guys. Obviously, as we are moving around, we are inevitably going to be gaining a significant amount of experience thanks to trainer skill, and yeah, we're now going to just make our way over to the realm of the Falcon. Can I not recruit anyone from here? Why can I not recruit anyone from here? It's not looted. Oh, that's weird. Wait a minute. My party size is not full. Oh, that's very strange. Do I need to have... I don't know. Do I need to have like a little bit of relation with them or something like that? Okay, wait a minute. Let me just actually speak to the village elder. Do you have any tasks? I can teach you how to defend yourself. Okay, I still can't recruit from here, which is real strange. Not entirely sure what's going on with that, but I guess what we can do is just... you know, train these guys a little bit, even though it's really not going to help me that much, all things considered, is it? But we can just try to murder them. There we go. Okay, yeah, these guys are not really going to be able to do too much. I have a pretty significant amount of iron flesh right now, so even without any armor on, these guys are not really going to be able to deal too much damage to me. And it kind of makes me wish that tasks in Warband would actually give you renown, because it does do that in Bannerlord, but... obviously a small amount, not particularly record-breaking amounts or anything like that, but it would still be a nice little, you know, a nice little thing to get, you know, like nice little incentive to do these tasks. But of course, you are going to be gaining something from it. You're going to gain some relation with the village, maybe gain some honor as a result too, and maybe I'll actually gain some renown at the very end, because of course, we are inevitably going to be attacked by some bandits, and those bandits will... maybe provide us with a little bit of extra renown. I don't really know about that, but I suppose we'll see. But yeah, apart from that, I'm kind of hoping that maybe what we'll do is we'll be able to participate in a couple of other fights that are actually going to provide us with more significant... oh no, got to be careful here. Oh, are you serious? Oh, wow, okay, I see how it is. Villager. Are heartened by their success. Ah, yeah, you better be heartened by your success. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's what happens, you see. That's what happens when I'm talking about random stuff. Because then I just go, oh yes, my brain went out of the window. And then I forgot how to fight. Yes, how wonderful. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that maybe I should just return to Bakal territory and try to fight some of their opponents, but... the problem with doing that is that the KUULAN horde, which is obviously the main opponent of the giants that we're a part of at the moment as a mercenary, they are too difficult, in my opinion. They have way too much, well, insanely good units that basically just stay away from any opponent that gets close to them. And that's obviously making a huge difference to their longevity. Okay, there's a huge amount of war going on right there. Very surprised that they're actually not declaring war against the Zan, but someone has actually very kindly also told me that the Zan invasion is going to plateau a little bit. So it's basically going to make it a little bit less impactful, and they're going to have a bunch of course, they're going to have a bunch of territory, but it is going to be much less significant than I think. And then I don't have to worry so much about that. So thank you very much for letting me know, because I was kind of thinking to myself, okay, well, what am I going to do now, you know? What am I actually going to do? Because it feels to me like the Zan are just going to own basically half the map, and I'm not sure how I'm supposed to actually defeat them if they are able to capture so many fiefs in such a short span of time. But thankfully, apparently that is not the way it stays. So we should be able to fight back against them, or indeed join them. That's very much, you know, kind of like a thing. I'm not sure whether we should join them or not. But there you go. We were able to complete that task. Hilariously enough, however, I'm still not able to recruit from here. I'm not entirely sure why that is. I don't think it's how it is in the other mod where you have to ask for a recruitment license. There is another mod that actually requires you to get a recruitment license, but I don't think that is the case here, surely, right? I don't think that is the case here, but I am literally not able to recruit any people from here for some reason. I have no idea. It could just be that they have recruited so many people from these areas. Whoa, what is this? That is a... I can't even read that because it's literally so dark. It's what is that? A Nox of something? Zephyllith? Zephyllith? Zephili? I have no idea. I'm sorry, I can't read that. That is way too dark for me to read. I don't know why. Don't know why it's so dark, because generally I would be able to normally see that, but apparently I can't. Okay, so yeah, actually, hilariously enough, not sure what's going on with this, but apparently I am not able to recruit from the realm of the Falcon, which is actually a significant problem. So I guess the best thing for me to do now is just move on and try to recruit some people from Elantoran territory then instead, because we need some archers. Yeah, look at this. We can recruit from here. Oh, well, we can't actually recruit from here, apparently, because I am now being attacked. Oh, I'm just going to go in the water. Going in the water is an absolutely fantastic idea because... Oh, look at this. I'm drowning. Save me. Ah, no, that doesn't happen. No, we are absolutely immune to drowning, thank you. Well, I could just find some buried treasure somewhere. That would actually be rather nice, wouldn't it? Literally, just find some buried treasure. Oh, yeah. There is actually a legendary weapon present in the realm of the Falcon town as well, by the way. As far as I'm aware, it is a... is it a two-handed mace or something like that? I'm actually not entirely sure. I know someone did mention it in the comments, but I just thought I'd mention it anyway, just in case you actually want to go and get it yourself. If you're playing along with me, then there is a legendary weapon available in the streets there. So that's definitely something to consider if you so desire. Ooh, we're actually getting Zan units. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. All right, that is actually really cool. So let me actually see. Yeah, we're getting Zan units. Okay, that's going to be really interesting to see whether they're actually... I mean, they're more than likely good, right? But are they actually good? Are the archers actually good? Because that's the main thing that I'm actually hoping for here. Gonna level these guys into bowmen. We do have a couple of bowmen now, so maybe we're actually going to be able to win against some KUULAN horde parties now, because we do have some... Well, hopefully we have some good ranged units. I'm not sure whether they're that good, to be honest, but let's actually have a quick look at the Zan, because I'd like to have a see whether they actually have good archers. Okay, so their archers do evolve, Pokemon, yeah. No, they do upgrade into Zan longbowmen and or horse archers. But their main draw, apparently, are these heavy riders over here. As you can see, these guys are level 50. These fellows are level 36, so they are quite clearly much less good than... than the heavy cavalry that they have available here, which is kind of sad because I don't really... I mean, heavy cavalry is okay, right? I think heavy cavalry could be kind of good. Okay, well, the Bakar Giants are not really going to be able to do too much. potentially. But yeah, one thing that I actually want to do is I want to get rid of that quest. So I will actually go and see where I can do that. And what have we here? What a cheeky so-and-so he is. Look at this guy. All right, he was actually attempting to raid my village. I was on my way over to the Valahir clan territory because actually what I need to do is speak to the... I think it's the crazy man. I think that's the guy that we need to speak to. He is in the tavern in Grund, or at least that is what I have been told by someone in the comments. So thank you very much to that person, because I obviously misremembered that, and I thought to myself, it's the tavern in Amana, of course. No, it's not the tavern in Amana. It is literally the tavern in Grund, which is all the way in Valahir clan territory, of course. So that is indeed the place that we need to go to. But then I noticed that someone was raiding our village, and I thought, hey, you know what? We're not going to allow that. We are not going to allow that at all. And so I returned here to hopefully help out a little bit, and also to gain some money as well, because of course we do have the ability to generate, or shall we say draw, all of the revenues and rents and taxes and so on and so forth towards us with the help of our wonderful representatives there. So that's actually going to make a pretty big difference. As you can see, we just made it just about in time, actually. All right, so let's just wait here for a little bit of time while this is, resetting its status. And there we have it. Okay, fantastic. So now we can actually do a little bit more here as well. It has the manor and the school. What about the guard post? What does this do? Guard post allows the villagers to be accompanied by a small mercenary party to ensure safe travels. This also allows mercenaries to defend the village during infestations and raids. That actually seems like a pretty cool idea. What about the watchtower? The time it takes for enemies to loot the village increases by 50%. That is literally going to take 4 days. That is no time at all. This will take 23 days. +1 more relation and prevents negative events from happening to your village. That's actually insane. That's really, really good. What about the palisade? The time it takes for enemies to loot the village increases by 25%. That's really good too. And it prevents horses from being used in the attack, but it also prevents them from being used in the defense. That takes 2 days. Okay, that's hilarious. Okay, so let's get the watchtower straight away, because that's literally 4 days. That is so simple for us to do that. And let's actually go in here, speak to our little NPC person, friend, fellow, man, guy. And then what we'll do is we'll go over to the Valahir clan, hand in that quest as well. And then we'll go on the lookout. That's actually what I was attempting to do as well. I was kind of hoping that we could encounter some people from the KUULAN horde, because I think my army's actually not too bad, but I obviously need to do some extra leveling up. So anyway, I want to collect all my funds. There we go. We got 143,000, which is not as much as I thought, actually. That's really weird. I actually thought that we were gonna get a whole bunch more, but okay, apparently we didn't. Anyway, yeah, I actually did get a quest to go to the marshal of our faction, and I'm thinking to myself, shall we go and actually assist in the offensive push against the KUULAN horde? Because that might actually make a lot of sense. So I'm going to go and speak to this guy. Hello there, sir. I am ready to join you. Yes. Okay, this guy doesn't like me at all for some reason. Okay, so let's accompany him. There we go. And now we are going to follow him automatically, and hopefully we'll be able to get embroiled in a battle or two. Alright, so our marshal actually gave us a task to go and scout these villages right next to the KUULAN horde's main town, but there's actually a guy here that we could fight, and that is exactly what we're going to do. Amusingly enough, there is one of our people joining us for this fight, and that is not exactly what I wanted, but I kind of didn't want this guy to get away, kind of wanted to make sure that we could fight him, but here's the problem. This guy obviously is going to be very, very difficult for us. Even if he only has 40 or so troops, I think he might even be impossible for us to deal with. I'm not entirely sure. We do have a number of cavalry, but they are quite significantly less powerful than these guys, as you can quite clearly tell. Look at the amount of damage that they're able to deal. I don't even know. I don't even know how I'm supposed to deal with these fellows. It's actually quite... I don't know. frustrating, I guess. Yeah, it actually is kind of a little bit frustrating because obviously the enemy is significantly mobile, very hard to actually get close to them, as you can quite clearly tell here. Oh, there we go. Actually did some damage. Oh, wow, record breaking right there. Record breaking. I never would have imagined that I could deal damage. I really, really never would have imagined that, considering these guys are so significantly difficult to catch up to. Yeah, I'm losing horses left, right, and center here, but I can't do much about that. Ooh, maybe I can pick up one of their horses. Maybe it's good. Ah, yeah, look at that. This one's full health. Wonderful. Okay, that's actually great. Oh, I just took massive damage. Okay, I might actually die here, but if I do, then so be it. How did that guy go through the camel? Did you see that? He went right through the camel, and I didn't. Okay, I see how it is. Yeah, well, we should be absolutely fine. No problem at all. And all we need to do is, yeah, just continue chasing them, I guess. Just continue chasing them. That is literally the only thing we can really do. Apart from that, we just have... Oh, yes, tree. Thank you so much. We just have a handful left. As you can see, only 7 enemies remaining. And there we have it. Nice. That is a wonderful victory for us. This is where I wish there was a speed up mod, so that you could literally just speed up real nicely, because then you wouldn't have to worry about anything. It would be so nice and simple. But yeah, now we're in a situation where I literally have to chase after these guys for many, many minutes, and I'm not going to show you this because otherwise it's going to be annoying. Oh, no, that was a nice kill and a half, was it not? Ah, yes, wonderful. Okay, that's exactly the kind of kill we need. Obviously, the rocks very much helped us there on the battlefield, but yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at the ratio of what they were able to do. They only had 41 troops. We had, I don't even know how many on the battlefield, probably, I think, 170, probably around 170 units on the battlefield, maybe somewhere around there. And literally they were able to kill 20 of us, or at least eliminate 20 of us. Really very impressive. I'm actually thinking of taking this guy prisoner just purely for the fact that I don't really want them to continue running around and being annoying, but I'm also thinking about, you know what? No, I'm just going to let him go. I'm just going to let him go. There's a good reason for that. Obviously, gaining honor is pretty important, as far as I remember, in Warband, in comparison to in Bannerlord. You don't really... There is an honor rating, but the honor itself is, I don't think, that impactful in comparison to Warband. Because if you have a high honor rating in Warband, there will be a lot of people that will actually like you. I think maybe it also does transfer in Bannerlord. I think honor rating also does make a bit of a difference there in regards to your relation with some people, but yeah, don't quote me on that because I haven't done extensive testing or anything like that on it, and I don't really take too much notice of it, to be honest, because there really isn't that much point. All right, so we're just going to complete this task real fast. There we go. We've completed it, and now we can actually speak to the marshal who is over here. There we are. Hello there. My pleasure, sir. There we are. Okay, so yeah, I'm still working on it. Okay, so we basically now just have to follow his army. And I'm actually wondering whether we are going to enter a battle. Aha, hello. Oh, these guys are... Nope, they're dead. They are so dead. No way. No way, no how. That is absolutely never in a million years going to happen. That is extremely difficult. And yeah, that is not what I want to do. I really do not want to do that. These warmongers are absolutely fantastic, by the way. Really wish we could level those up a little bit quicker, but obviously it's going to take a bit of time. All right, so anyway, I am thinking we'll probably go for Iron Flesh here, but I'm also thinking about Power Strike. I'm also thinking of Horse Archery, because inevitably I will want to get a crossbow, one of the Dwarven crossbows that someone actually recommended to me in the past. I'm thinking that that might actually make sense. So let's go for Horse Archery, just to make sure that our, you know... wait a minute. Are they actually going into the actual village fight here? I can't chance that. I cannot chance that. If I chance this and literally make a mistake, then we're going to lose our entire army, and I can't really... I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. So, yeah, that's kind of harsh. Oh, they actually managed to raid the village. That is weird. Okay, they actually managed to raid it. Very strange. Okay, quest completed. Because he was obviously eliminated. Can I mean, I can raid this, but that's the thing. The enemy maintains such a large army size, and their units are so incredibly good at just surviving because they can just stay away from all of your forces. I might literally just need to declare war against someone else, but that's the problem. We can't really do much about these opponents. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how we're supposed to defeat them, but I guess maybe I'll just have to restructure my army even further, maybe get rid of a lot of our giant units or something along those lines. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.